All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Houston Texans taking on the champions from the NFC, the Atlanta Falcons. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Running right, Jones. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
2nd and 11. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Let's go. Come to Andy. Get that quarterback.
On first down, Fields. That is caught at the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Fields. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Jones. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go, Mike. Alert, alert, alert. Get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hey, dude.
Throwing his helmet on 3rd. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
7 at the 24-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ronald Jones, 76 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Jones, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll run on first down. Jones, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. On second down, it's Pollard. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And here's Allen to throw on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it with Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. In for the sack, Deion Jones. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Allen going to go on 4th down. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
319! Let's go, T! Let's go!
On 1st down, Jones. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He won't go down. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30, 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Texans take over. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. To throw, it's Allen. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
That'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Let's go now. Hey, I got you. Let's get the second.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's caught. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Second and 5. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Back to throw. Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Will Fuller, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons push further out in front. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Mike 319.
Mike 10, Mike 10. Watch the run, watch the run.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
But they're moving now with a 1st and 10. This is Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's... Tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Here we go. Set. 91. Set. To Mike. 66. 65. 65. 65. 57 to Mike.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields. Complete to Jones. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
25 yards on the play. That's good for Falcons. First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Fields. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Set. Ready. Henry. 55. Hey, eat. You ain't got nothing. Cover. Set. Go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Even with the good gain, I thought they might accept that one.
Yeah, you thought maybe they'd go with the downs as opposed to the yardage. So if you're taking the yardage now, second and less than 5, that tells me you feel good about how your offense is working.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a gain of 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 31 yards there and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 10. No gain on this defense, no gain.
Now Pollard. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Jones. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the... So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
X3, 218, chopper. Alert!
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 23-yard run. And the Texans are in for 6. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick.
Let's go, Here we go. 60 out long.
Okay, double up, double up, double up, double up.
Deuce, 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 deuce.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Strong right, strong right.
Hey, 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 hey. Four down, four down, four down.
On third down, Fields. He finds his target, Fuller. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Looking to throw. Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. This is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here?
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
On third down, Jones. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And it's over. The Lombardi Trophy belongs to the Falcons. Yes, the Atlanta